Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Yellow Jacket Garage. I already started on a project today, and then I thought I would do a quick video, kind of show you what I'm doing. And really, I've never done this before, but we'll see how I do with it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some of this. It's a Simoniz diamond plate ceramic polymer coating on the wheels for the SLK 55 AMG. I bought the new their TSW wheels. They're rotary forged and all that good stuff. Relatively new, but I thought I'd go ahead and apply some protection to the wheels because the brake dust and everything else can get pretty nasty on them. So, like I said, I've never applied ceramic coating before. I've used the spray bottles in the one thing, but I've read all the stuff. If it comes out of a spray bottle, it's not real ceramic coating. But anyway, my buddy Ben, who owns, he and his wife Doretta own the Precision Express car wash in Lindale, Texas, and Ben does ceramic coatings and all kinds of stuff as part of a service in his business. And so he gave me a box of this, and well, it's the bottle and whatnot, but it's the kit, and said try it out and tell me what you think. And so I'm finally getting around to trying it out so that I can tell him what I think as well as tell y'all what I think. Really what I want to do is see how easy it is to apply. Now, I've already done the front wheels and it was pretty easy, but I just want to do a quick demo once I wash these ones, because I haven't washed them yet. But you need to wash them, dry them, get them free of any contaminants. And if you're going to do it on the paint, make sure you clay bar it before you put this on there. But anyway, for the wheels, I'm going to clean them up really good, get all the grime and junk off of them, and then go ahead and put the coating on. And so I'll show you how easy it is to put on. And really, I was kind of impressed with what the process is and how easy it is, but I haven't done a whole car or anything like that, so I don't know how that part goes. Ben did tell me that if I want to do the Corvette or anything else to let him know, and we can come down and do those. But anyway, let's dive into this project and find out how easy it is to apply a ceramic coating. Oh, hey, as I saw this in Walmart the other day. It's a Chemical Guys Diablo wheel cleaner, and I thought I'd want to try it out anyway. And so to clean the wheels, that's what I'm using. Really pretty simple. Wet them down, spray this stuff on, let it sit for a few minutes, and then agitate it with a brush and rinse it off. And so hopefully it's that easy. It seemed to be that on the front. I just be careful of any overspray or anything you got. So I don't know what the stuff is made of. It smells like you're spraying a bottle of Big Red on your wheels. So I mean, it smells good, but all these car cleaners, they all seem to smell really good. A little bit of glue from wheel weights. Okay, we'll let that stuff sit on there for a couple of minutes. Grab just a softer bristled gong brush and start agitating the junk that's on there. Okay, we'll let that work a little bit. Work on the other one, but now you don't need to watch this. It's a little bit boring. It's not a whole lot of fun. I mean, you get to stand there and well, you're probably sitting there behind your computer watching me agitate my junk. So maybe not so much fun for you. Okay, so I went in and got the wheels all cleaned up and everything. It's a little bit later because it took me a little longer than I had expected. I found a spot where there was about a 3 or 4 inch section of adhesive from the wheel weights from when the tires were changed over that they didn't get all the adhesive off, and so I had to take the adhesive off. So I wanted to ceramic coat over that. This stuff is the Utzenbacher's liftoff. Anyway, I get that at Walmart. I don't remember how much it was. I had $4 or $5 for a spray bottle. This stuff works wonders on taking off adhesive and things like that. Back in one of the previous videos when I was taking the wrap off of the Mercedes that was on the hood and the trunk and whatnot, I used some of this to clean up the residual. Worked great. So try that stuff out if you need to remove some adhesive, and it does a good job on removing road tar and stuff like that too. If you get some of those big chunks of tar, spray a little bit of this on a shop towel and wipe it off. It'll wipe that off pretty easy. So anyway, we are ready to apply the ceramic coat. Put on gloves, because the stuff, you don't want to get it on your hands. It'll kind of splinter, and it can get under your skin and irritate it, so wear gloves. This part of it's pretty simple. Take the bottle, take the cap off, and put some on the supplied applicator. It doesn't take a whole lot. The amount that I just put on the front side of this probably will do the whole wheel. And so it's just as simple as going over the surfaces and make sure you get it in all the little crevices and nooks and crannies. And so what I'm kind of doing is I started at this spot, and I'm going to work my way all the way around the outside of the wheel and all of the spokes, like so. And then I'm going to come back and get the little crevice down in there behind the spokes when I do the back side. But what you want to do is make sure you coat all the surfaces with a light sheen of the ceramic coat. And you can see the coating going on the wheel, so kind of pay attention to that to make sure that you are coating all the surfaces that you can get to from the side. Now those are done. I want to go over, and if I think I missed anything, now's the time to kind of go over the top of that. These little corners and stuff down in here around where the lug studs go can be kind of tight to get into, so don't be afraid to push the applicator down in there a little bit to get it in all the little nooks and crannies, because you're going to come back in a minute and buff all of this anyway. Make sure we get all the way around it. Set the wheel up. I'm going to apply a little bit more to the applicator. Now this bottle will do an entire car and then some. So again, when you start it on the back side, kind of work in a pattern so that you make sure you cover everything. And this is where I'm going to get down in behind the spokes like I was talking about on the front side. You get down in there like so. Go all the way around. Back sides of the spokes. And that is it. That wheel is done, at least for the coating goes. So now what I'm going to do is do the other wheel, and then I'll come back and show you the wipe down portion of it, and then we'll buff it after that. Alright, the other wheel is done, so now what I'm going to do is just come back and kind of do a quick going over, just basically buff the wheel off, take off any excess, whatnot, and then it'll harden up. And so what I'm going to do when I'm done with this wheel is go back and I'm going to wipe down the front wheels that I did earlier, because they should be ready to be buffed out if there's any residue that you can see. So that should be that. Looks pretty good. Anyway, I think that's that. I'm going to go check the other wheels, see if there's anything more that needs to be buffed on them, but I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I checked on the front wheels. They look good. I did just a light buff on those. So hopefully that means that they're done and they'll do a better job at repelling all the brake dust and whatnot. So we'll find out in a few weeks. I'll put them back on the car. We'll drive it for a bit and see how much easier they are to clean off next time. I suspect it's going to make it easier. I do have a set of wheels that were previously ceramic coated, and they clean up pretty easy. So they probably need to be done again too. But anyway, this was a pretty easy project, maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes, not including, of course, jacking the car up and taking the wheels off and washing them and all that stuff. That took a little bit longer, but the actual process of coating the wheels, yeah, half an hour, 45 minutes, not much at all. Just a matter of a little bit of elbow grease and paying attention to the destructions that come in the box. So anyway, hey, thanks to Ben for throwing that stuff my way. I very much appreciate it. And as always, if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel, like the video, and maybe even put a comment down below. If you've done something like this before, I'd like to hear about it. Maybe other people would too. Maybe you have some tips or tricks or whatnot that I'm not aware of that might help other folks get through this easier than what it took me. So anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for being here, and we'll see you on down the road. Okay, so I'm down here at my local car wash. I went ahead and it's been several months, and the car's been driven quite a bit. A lot of brake dust and gunk on them, so I went ahead and sprayed them down with their tire soak stuff. And so now I'm going to grab the high pressure rinse and see how clean these wheels come with it having been ceramic coated. So it's like 35 degrees right now, so I'm going to try to make this quick and get back in where it's warm. All right, let's see how these clean off. Not too bad. It looks like it came off really pretty well. So not as good as a hand wash would have been, but at least they are clean. It's got a lot of that gunk off of there, and so all in all, I'd say it's good.